It's Week 18 of the National Football League.
And we'll be watching the Browns' versatile linebacker, who has picked up 63 tackles so far this year.
It's the Browns and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it can just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups, and we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Fields now on second down. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. Going to lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Whoa. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Fields to throw. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talk about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They send the receiver in motion left. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And you can see he leads the league in rushing coming into this final week. We'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. A first down throw for Fields. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. We'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another run here with Harris. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Here's third and 7.
It's third and 7.
Fields. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
Cameron Johnston in punt formation.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here's a third and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. You can see he enters the final week as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. Now, Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Fields. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I can break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's Fields. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him...
And he will dive into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. That touchdown number 19 on the year. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he enters the final weekend on top of the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been dynamic all season long. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it's still...
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Fields now. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A give, and here comes Harris. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second down. It's Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and
7-3 is the score. With 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers go out to a 10-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Steelers offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.